I followed her into the dark. And what I saw changed everything. I waked to silence. Not the soft, comforting kind. The kind that feels wrong. The kind that wraps around you like a whisper you can't quite hear, but you know it's saying something you don't want to know. It's 3 a.m., the kind of hour where dreams blur with reality and your mind plays cruel tricks. But this isn't a dream. I can feel it in my chest. A tightness, a pulse. I blink against the dim light spilling in through the thin curtains of our hotel room. The sea is out there, dark and endless, brushing against the shore like a secret lover. I can hear it. Waves colliding, foam hissing, the occasional cry of a gull. But inside there's only the sound of my own breath. I turn, half asleep, reaching for Rhea. My Rhea. The warmth that should be there. The curve of her body, tangled in sheets. Her sleepy murmurs when I pull her closer, but the space beside me is cold, empty. My eyes flicker open wider. The room spins for a second before settling. Someone else should be here too. A couple of our friends had crashed on the floor after the party, but the first thing my eyes search for is her. She's not here, neither is Nicky. My mouth goes dry. Nicky. His laugh echoes in my memory, loud and sharp, still ringing from hours ago when we'd been drinking, singing, living in that wild blur of the night. He's always been like that, confident, reckless, the kind of guy who takes up all the space, in a room without even trying. And God, the way he looks at people, like he's already undressing them in his head, like he's looked at her, Rhea. I swing my legs over the bed, heart hammering now, beating out a rhythm I can't ignore. I tell myself it's nothing. Maybe she went for water. Maybe Nicky stepped out for a smoke, that's all. That has to be all. But something inside me whispers otherwise. Something darker. I step out into the hallway. It's cooler out here. The sea breeze drifting through the open balcony that runs along the rooms on this floor. It smells like salt and old wood and the faint sweetness of spilled beer. The floorboards creak under my feet as I walk, slow and cautious, like I'm trespassing into a truth I'm not ready for. The first door I pass is shut tight, curtains drawn. The second, same thing. But then, the third. The door is closed, but the curtains? There's a gap. Just a sliver. Enough for the glow of a bedside lamp to leak through. Enough for me to hear. Something. A sound that makes my stomach twist. Low, muffled. A breath? No, a moan. My throat closes up. No, I'm imagining it, but then I hear it again, louder this time. A sound that's raw and shameless, the kind you can't mistake for anything else. I freeze, every part of me at war. One step forward, and I can know for sure. One step forward, and I can't unknow. My heart is slamming now, harder than the ocean waves outside. My palms are damp. My breath comes shallow, quick. I tell myself to turn back, to go to bed, to forget. But I move closer. The balcony railing presses against my hip as I lean in, peering through that narrow split in the curtain. Just a fraction of a second. That's all it takes, and my world stops. The air leaves my lungs in a violent rush, and for a moment, I think I'm going to fall. My fingers grip the railing so hard they ache. It's them, Rhea, my Rhea, and Nicky, and what I see, it's not gentle, it's not tender. It's chaos, hunger. Her body like a prayer and his like the answer, all heat and dominance and something so raw it makes my chest tighten until I can't breathe. She's not resisting. God, no. She's wanting. Her sounds are feverish, desperate, echoing in that small room like confessions I was never meant to hear. Something in me cracks. I can't move. I can't look away. I should. I know I should. but I'm frozen, burning, unraveling from the inside out. And in that instant, I understand something terrifying. I'm not just broken, I'm aroused. The shame hits me like a tidal wave, violent and merciless. My pulse roars in my ears as my body betrays me, reacting to what my heart can't bear. I hate it. I hate myself. But I can't stop. I stay there, in the shadows, the sea at my back and the truth in front of me, and I know nothing will ever be the same after tonight. Not with Raya, not with Nikki, not with me. I don't remember walking back. One moment I'm on the balcony, the salt wind in my face, the sound of her, those sounds, burning into my skull like fire. And the next, I'm in bed again, lying on my back, staring at the ceiling. My chest, heaving like I've run miles. I can still hear her. God, I can still hear her, every moan, every broken whisper, the way she sounded with him. Wild, unrestrained. A version of her I've never known. Not with me. The truth presses against my ribs until I feel like I'm suffocating. My hands curl into fists against the sheets, the fabric damp with sweat. My throat is raw, but I don't even know if I've been breathing. I hate this. I hate that part of me is sick with jealousy, and another part, God help me, can't erase. The image of her body arched in desire, surrendering to someone else, to him. I close my eyes. I try to swallow it down, but the taste of betrayal is bitter on my tongue. And then, the door clicks. I don't move. Soft footsteps cross the room, almost soundless on the wooden floor. The mattress dips as she slides. Back under the sheets beside me, and suddenly the air is thick with her scent. Warm skin and the faint sweetness of coconut from her hair. "Hey," she whispers, voice hoarse, like she's been laughing, or crying, or something else. I don't answer. She shifts closer, her thigh brushing mine, and it's like a jolt of electricity through my veins. My heart kicks hard against my ribs, loud enough I'm sure she can hear it. Her fingers graze my arm. Light. Testing. "You awake?" I force my breath to stay even. Pretend to sleep, because if I look at her now, if I look into those eyes, I don't know what I'll do. She exhales softly, almost a sigh, and after a moment she turns away. The sheets rustle. Silence returns, heavy and endless. But I can't close my eyes. All I see is what I left on that balcony. Morning comes slow, gray light spilling over the horizon, painting the room in shades of blue. I haven't slept a second. My head throbs, my body feels hollow, but I'm still lying here, rigid, when she stirs beside me. "Morning," she says softly, her voice warm, like nothing happened. Like the night didn't rip something out of me and leave me bleeding inside. Manage a nod. My throat feels tight. She smiles. God, that smile. And stretches, the hem of her oversized tee lifting just enough to reveal the smooth curve of her waist. My chest clenches. I used to love that stretch. The lazy way she woke up like the world belonged to her. Now it feels like a knife. "You okay?" she asks, tilting her head, studying me like she actually cares. And for a heartbeat, I almost tell her. Almost spill everything. The balcony, the curtain, the things I can't unsee. But then Nicky walks in, like he owns the place, shirtless, hair damp from a shower, grinning like the night was just another story to brag about. And something dark coils in my stomach. "Yo," he says, tossing a glance at me, then at her. And she smiles like nothing is wrong, like she didn't. I swallow hard, pushing past the storm in my chest. "Morning," I mutter, my voice like sandpaper. The room buzzes with unspoken things. The air feels too small, too tight. I can't stand it. So I leave. The day blurs. The sun beats down on Pondicherry like it wants to burn me alive, but I barely feel it. I move through the hours like a ghost, hearing laughter, voices, waves crashing on the shore, but none of it touches me. Everywhere I look, she's there. Rhea. My Rhea. Except she's not mine anymore, is she? Not after last night. And Nikki. God. Nikki is everywhere, too. Always close to her. Always smiling that smug smile. By evening, the air is heavy with salt and secrets. We're all sitting by the beach, drinks in hand, the sky bleeding orange into the sea. Laughter bubbles around me, but I can't join in. My gaze keeps drifting to her, the way her hair catches the dying light, the sound of her laugh cutting through the roar in my head. She glances at me once. Just once. And something flickers in her eyes. Guilt? Worry? Or am I imagining it? I don't know. But when she excuses herself, heading toward the hotel, I feel it. The pull. Before I know it, I'm on my feet following her. My pulse a drumbeat in my ears, my steps quick and quiet across the sand. She reaches the balcony, that same stretch of wood where everything shattered last night. The breeze lifts her hair, carrying the scent of salt and something sweet. I step into the shadows behind her. Raya. She startles, spinning around. Her eyes widen when she sees me. You scared me, she breathes, hand clutching the rail. I move closer, slowly, deliberately, until there's only a breath between us. And when I speak, my voice is low, steady, but trembling with everything I've been holding back. Where were you last night? Her fingers clutch the balcony railing like it's the only thing holding her steady. The night air wraps around us, warm and salty, the sound of waves crashing somewhere in the dark. But all I hear is the blood pounding in my ears. She doesn't answer right away. Her lips part, then press into a thin line, her eyes flicking past me like she's searching for an escape. Rhea, I say again, softer now. A plea, not a question. Her throat moves as she swallows. I couldn't sleep, she says finally, voice thin as smoke. I just needed air. I laugh, a sharp, bitter sound that doesn't sound like me. Air? Is that what you call it? Her eyes snap back to mine. For a second, there's a flicker. Fear? Guilt? Or maybe anger. What's that supposed to mean? I step closer. Too close. Close enough to feel the heat radiating off her skin, to see the rapid rise and fall of her chest. My voice is a whisper, but it cuts through the night like glass. I saw you. The words hang there, heavy, unmovable. Her breath catches. She freezes. And in that moment, everything changes. There's no pretending now. No hiding. Her lips part like she wants to speak, but nothing comes out. Her eyes, God, her eyes are wide and wet, shimmering in the dim light like broken stars. I should be furious. I should scream, demand answers, make her hurt the way I'm hurting. But I don't. I just stand there, trembling with something I can't name. Say something, I whisper. My voice cracks and I hate it. Please. She exhales shakily, her shoulders slumping like the weight of it all is crushing her. And then so softly I almost miss it. She says, I'm sorry. 2 words, that's all. But they slice through me deeper than any blade. Sorry? I echo. And the laugh that rips out of me is raw, almost hysterical. You think that fixes this? That fixes me? Her face twists like she's about to cry, and God help me, that look, it ruins me. Because even now, even after everything, I can't stand seeing her break. Why, Raya? My voice is low now, trembling with a desperation I can't hide. Why him? Why like that? She shakes her head, tears spilling over, glistening trails on her cheeks. I don't know, she whispers. I wasn't thinking. I was drunk and... Don't, I cut in, sharp. Don't you dare. Blame this on the alcohol. Her lips tremble. She doesn't try again. And for a long moment, we just stand there. Two broken things in the dark, the sea raging behind us, the silence louder than any scream. Then she says something I never expected. "I thought you didn't love me anymore." The words slam into me like a wave, knocking the breath out of my lungs. "What?" She looks at me then, really looks at me, and her eyes are a storm. "You've been so distant for months. I felt invisible, like I didn't matter. And when Nikki—" Her voice cracks, and she presses a hand to her mouth, choking on a sob. Something inside me snaps. Before I know what I'm doing, my hands are on her wrists, pulling them away from her face, forcing her to look at me. "You think I don't love you?" My voice is rough, wild. "God, Rhea, I've loved you so much it's killing me." She stares at me like she's never seen me before, like the words are a language she's forgotten. My grip loosens, but I don't. Let go. I can't, and then something shifts. The anger, the hurt, the poison of last night. It's all still there, pulsing under my skin, but now it's tangled with something else, something darker, hotter. Her breath is warm against my lips, uneven, shaky. I can see the tear tracks on her cheeks, the way her pulse flutters at her throat. "I hate you for what you did," I whisper. My forehead presses to hers and my voice breaks on the words. "But God help me, I still want you." She lets out a sound, a broken, trembling sound that's somewhere between a sob and a moan, and her hands clutch my shirt like she's drowning. And then her mouth brushes mine. It's not a kiss. Not yet, just the ghost of one. The softest, barest touch, like a question neither of us should ask. I should pull away, I should walk out, leave her here with her guilt and my rage, but I don't. I lean in and our lips meet, slow and shattering. Tasting of salt and tears and everything we can't take back. It's not gentle. It's desperate, a collision of pain and want, our bodies pressed against the railing like the world is ending, and this is the only way to survive. For a heartbeat, nothing else exists. No Nikki, no betrayal. Just her mouth on mine, her breath in my lungs, her fingers digging into me like she needs me as much as I need her. And then, the sound of laughter cuts through the night. Close. Too close. We break apart, breathless, wide-eyed, the weight of what we've just done crashing down on us like the tide. She stares at me, lips parted, eyes wild, and I know this isn't over, not even close. The laughter fades down the hall, swallowed by the hum of the night. But the damage is done. The spell is broken. We stand there in the darkness, our chests heaving, lips tingling from the kiss that should never have happened. Her eyes lock on. Mine, wide and wet, 1,000 words she can't speak, shimmering in that look. I drag in a breath, shaky and sharp, my fingers still curled in the fabric of her tea like I'm afraid she'll vanish if I let go. Part of me wants to run, to rip myself out of this madness before it swallows me whole. But another part, the bigger part, doesn't want to move. Rhea. Her name is a prayer and a curse on my tongue. She closes her eyes just for a second, like the sound of it hurts. When she opens them again, something has shifted. The guilt is still there, raw and jagged, but now there's something else. Hunger. I can't. Her voice breaks. I can't make this right. The words slice through me, and suddenly I'm done pretending. Done holding back. "Then don't," I whisper, stepping closer, closing the breath of space between us until I can feel the heat rolling off her skin. "Just don't say anything. Not right now." Her breath shudders, her lashes tremble, and then she does something that unravels me completely. She leans into me, just enough for her forehead to press against my chest, her hands fisting in my shirt like she's trying to hold on to something that's already gone. Why are you here? She murmurs, voice barely a thread of sound. You should hate me. I swallow hard, my throat burning. I do. She flinches, but I catch her chin, tilting her face up so she has to look at me. I hate what you did, I say, every word a raw wound. But I can't hate you. God, I've tried, and I can't. Her lips part, a broken sound escaping, and then I'm kissing her again. This time, there's no hesitation, no space for doubt. It's hard and hungry and messy, all teeth and tears and desperate hands clutching like the world is falling apart around us. She tastes like salt, tears, ocean, heartbreak, and I drink it in like it's the only thing keeping me alive. When her fingers slide up into my hair, tugging. I groan against her mouth, every nerve ending sparking like fire. My hands find her waist, her back, pulling her closer, closer, until there's no air between us, until I can feel her heartbeat slamming against mine. The railing digs into my spine, but I don't care. The whole world could burn, and I wouldn't care. Her mouth moves to my jaw, my throat, and I swear I'm coming apart in her hands. Every kiss, every scrape of her teeth is an apology and a confession rolled into one. I can't lose you, she whispers against my skin, her voice cracked and raw. Please, don't let me lose you. And God help me. That's the moment I break, because I should push her away. I should walk out and never look back. But instead, I catch her face in my hands and kiss her like it's the last thing I'll ever do. Like I can erase Nikki from her mouth if I just take her hard enough, deep enough. We stumble, crashing against the balcony door, and it swings open with a soft creak. The room beyond is dark, the bed a silhouette against the pale glow of moonlight spilling through the curtains. We don't think. We don't breathe. We just move. Her back hits the wall inside, and my mouth is on hers again, my hands trembling as they trace the lines of a body I thought I knew. It's different now, tainted, forbidden, but I still crave it like oxygen. Tell me you want this, I rasp, my forehead pressed to hers, breath coming in harsh, uneven bursts. Tell me. Her answer isn't words, it's her mouth crushing. Mine. Her nails raking down my arms, her body arching into me like she's on fire, and I'm the only thing that can burn her clean. And in that moment, nothing else matters. Not Nikki. Not what happened. Not the hollow ache of betrayal gnawing at my chest. All that matters is her breath in my ear, her lips on mine, her hands gripping like she'll shatter if she lets go, and maybe she will. Maybe we both will. Because this isn't love anymore. It's something darker, wilder, a hunger that doesn't care about right or wrong, only about now. I kiss her like it can save us, like it can rewrite last night and give us back what we lost. But deep down, I know the truth. This isn't saving us. It's destroying us. And I don't stop. I don't stop until we're both shaking, breathless, clinging to each other like tied to the shore, knowing it's only a matter of time before we're pulled under. The room is silent, except for the sound of our breathing, ragged, uneven, like the walls themselves are listening. The air tastes of salt and secrets, heavy with the ghost of what we just did. I pull back first, my hands still trembling where they've been gripping her like a lifeline. Her face is inches from mine, flushed and wet with tears, her lips swollen from the kisses that should never have happened. For a moment, we just stare at each other, both of us breaking quietly in the dark, and then the truth slams into me like a wave I can't fight. We can't! My voice cracks, the words jagged in my throat. Rhea, we can't do this. She flinches, and something like panic flickers in her eyes. Please don't say that, she whispers, clutching my shirt as if her grip alone can keep me from leaving. Please, I can't lose you. I close my eyes because looking at her, God, looking at her, is a knife twisting in my chest. You already did, I say softly, the words almost lost to the hum of the sea outside. Her breath catches, and for a second I think she might shatter completely. But then her fingers slide up to my face, cupping it like she can hold the pieces of me together with her touch. "I made a mistake," she breathes, desperate now. "I was drunk. I was stupid. I didn't mean—" "Don't," I cut in, sharper than I intend. My eyes snap open, locking on hers, and I see it there, the guilt, the fear, the ache that mirrors my own. "Don't you dare tell me it didn't mean anything. Because I saw you, Rhea." My voice breaks, raw and unsteady. "I saw you wanting him." Tears spill over, streaking down her cheeks. "It wasn't like that," she whispers, but even she doesn't sound convinced, and that's it. That's the blade that severs what's left of us. I step back, her hand slipping from my shirt, and the space between us feels like an ocean. My chest is a storm. Rage, longing, love, all crashing into each other until I can't breathe. "Do you know what kills me?" I say, and my voice is quiet now, almost calm. "Not that you slept with him, not even that you lied." I swallow hard, my throat burning. "It's that you looked at him the way you used to look at me." Her sob is soft and broken, but I can't stay to comfort her. Not this time. I turn toward the door, every step heavier than the last. The floorboards creak under my feet like they're mourning too. "Wait." Her voice is a whisper, frayed at the edges, and when I glance back, she's standing there in the shadows, her arms wrapped around herself like that's the only way to keep from falling apart. "Tell me you don't love me," she says, and the plea in her voice nearly destroys me. "Look me in the eye and say it, and I'll let you go." God. I want to. I want to rip the words out and throw them like stones, build a wall so high she can never climb it. But when I look at her, all I see is the girl who once held my hand. Under a sky full of stars, the girl who made me believe in forever, and I can't lie. So I say nothing. Her breath hitches, and for a heartbeat, silence stretches between us like a thread ready to snap. Then I step out onto the balcony, the night air slamming into me like cold water. The sea roars below, endless and merciless, and I let it drown the sound of her crying as I walk away. Dawn breaks in colors too soft for the chaos in my chest. The sky is streaked in pink and gold, the ocean glimmering like it doesn't know how many lives it's witnessed shatter. The others are still asleep when I pack my bag. The zipper sounds loud in the quiet room, but no one stirs, not even her. I pause at the doorway, my eyes drawn to where she lies curled under the sheets, her hair a dark halo against the pillow. For a second, I almost go to her, almost brush a kiss across her temple like I used to every morning, but almost doesn't count anymore. So I turn and leave. The bus ride back feels endless. Faces blur past the window, vendors setting up stalls, fishermen hauling nets, children chasing each other through dusty streets. Life goes on, always. But inside me, something has died. Not my love for her. That's the cruelest part. That love is still there, raw and unyielding, carved into my bones like a scar that will never fade. What's gone is the U.S. I thought was unbreakable. I lean my forehead against the glass, watching the ocean disappear behind us, and I wonder if she's awake now. If she's lying in that bed with tears on her pillow, or if she's in his arms again trying to forget the way we burned last night, I'll never know, and maybe that's for the best, because some truths don't heal. They just live inside you, quiet and heavy, like stones at the bottom of the sea. "And this will sink with me forever,"